She was a little girl. She was a little girl. And they willingly did that. Like, looked, saw, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what upsets me. You saw that she was a little girl and did that. That's ridiculous.
A young mother in her prime, doing her thing, taking care of her kids, handling her responsibilities, and just had everything going for her in life. Unfortunately, sometimes in life, we can't control our circumstances, or we can't control the situations that others put us in. Unfortunately, Chasity and her 11-year-old daughter would be victims of a revenge killing that stemmed from something her brother did 10 years ago. Welcome to BaasetCrimez. Remember to hit that like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Chassidy Nunes was born June 12, 1996 in Brooklyn, New York. At the young age of 16, Chassidy would give birth to a baby girl named Zella. Although Zella was born premature and legally blind, that wouldn't stop her from having a phenomenal childhood and participating in activities that regular kids did. And although Chassidy was a young single mother, that didn't stop her from accomplishing goals that she set out for herself. Chassidy would graduate from Worcester State University in Worcester, Massachusetts, before she would attend the University of Maryland as a graduate student. While in grad school, she would enroll in the Connecticut National Guard as a patient administration specialist in the 142nd Medical Company. She also worked as a healthcare professional at MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. While in the military, she earned the National Defense Service Medal, Army Service Ribbon, and Army Achievement Medal. And although Chassidy had so much on her plate, she would always make time for love. In 2021, she found out she was pregnant and gave birth to a baby girl named Isla. And although things didn't work out with the father of her daughter, Chassidy was dedicated to being a great mother and giving her daughters an amazing life. But unfortunately, on March 5th of 2024, both Chassidy and Zella's lives would be cut short due to a catastrophic event. Around 3 p.m., Chassidy and Zella sat in a parked car on Englewood Ave in Worcester, Massachusetts. According to surveillance footage, two men in black hoodies and purple and black shoes walked up to her car and just started shooting. They ran down the street to where a white sedan was parked, and they fled. The same white sedan was seen circling the area shortly before the shooting. Unfortunately, both Chassidy and her 11-year-old daughter Zella would not survive the shooting.
We are hearing from the family of Chassidy Nunes and her 11-year-old daughter Zella, the victims of a violent shooting that stunned neighbors who heard the gunfire.
I could hear this sound that was not like anything I've heard before.
Getting reports of between 12 and 20 gunshots.
Neighbors say the shots were loud and fast, piercing through this Worcester neighborhood in broad daylight Tuesday afternoon.
Within seconds, it was over and done with, but you could hear dozens of rounds going off within just a few seconds.
Bullet holes riddled a parked SUV on Englewood Avenue, where the mother and daughter were inside, shot and seriously wounded, both later dying at the hospital. A relative, Tyree Sims, telling WBZ-TV, those behind the shooting have more than crossed a line when it comes to violence.
She was a little girl. She was a little girl. And they willingly did that. Like, looked, saw, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what upsets me. You saw that she was a little girl and did that. That's ridiculous.
Police say the two victims were ambushed, the street lined with evidence markers indicating the level of violence that erupted as neighbors called 911.
Englewood Ave, there's a Nissan Rogue at that location. It's got bullet holes all down the side of it.
When did it become okay to harm women and children? When did those gloves come off?
Police were able to obtain a clear image of the license plate and contact the registered owner. And according to them, they had loaned the vehicle to 27-year-old Dejan Belnavis, who had been using the car for about a year now. Police were also able to identify the second shooter in the surveillance video. Within 48 hours, police were able to locate and detain 28-year-old Karel Mangual. According to court documents, Worcester police had been familiar with Karel since he was a child. In 2014, Karel was tried as a 19-year-old in Worcester for shooting a man 5 times and leaving him for dead. According to the prosecutor, fingerprints and cell phone records indicate that he was involved in the shooting that left the 25-year-old in critical condition. It's unclear how much time he did for that crime, but Karel was eventually released. But clearly, he didn't learn his lesson. Instead of turning his life around, he took any opportunity that he could to commit this heinous act. Karel was charged with 2 counts of armed assault to murder and carrying a gun without a license. He is currently held without bail. About a week after the shooting, Dejan was arrested in San Diego, California during a traffic stop, just hours after the police raised their reward from $5,000 to $10,000. Now this came as a shock because Dejan was very well known around the city. He had a cannabis-inspired clothing brand called The Bakery Apparel, as well as his own strains that he networked with various celebrities as well as other marketing companies.
Yo, it's for you. That's for you. You already know that's the best of the best.
You got there. Okay then. 100. You see it.
We back in the oven.
Shit, what we doing, man?
Back in the kitchen, back in the oven. We heating up.
That's that secret sauce, man.
It's that secret sauce.
Don't be stupid, man. I'm telling you, you go to Hibachi, you tell them secret sauce,
That's
and I
what
got
you
that
need.
breaking shit, man.
That's
Come
what you
on,
need.
man. Get your
Don't
stamps,
play.
man. Don't wait too
You
long.
see
They
it.
going up.
You see
They
it.
going
They
up.
God, man, make sure you grab it off him.
Ganger.
I don't got it. He got it.
Stamp.
I don't got it. He got it.
Stamp. You heard the man.
As both men wait for trial, family and friends can't help but to wonder why such horrible thing could happen to Chasity and her daughter Zella. A lot of people are speculating that this is a revenge killing as a result of an incident that occurred with Chassidy's brother 10 years ago. On September 1st of 2013, 18-year-old Robert Walker suffered an asthma attack after an altercation at a birthday party. 21-year-old Michael A. Ventura and 20-year-old Karel Nunez, who is Chassidy's brother, were both sentenced to 7 to 10 years in state prison after pleading guilty to aggravated assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. In 2023, Chassidy's brother Karel was released from state prison. It was said that Karel and Robert Walker were extremely good friends growing up until his death, and Karel, unfortunately, was never able to get over it. Allegedly, Karel wanted to avenge his friend's death by getting revenge. It's said that when he couldn't get a hold of Karel, that he went after the next thing, which was his sister Chasity. Although none of this has been confirmed by the police, it seems as though Chasity and her daughter Zella are victims of a revenge killing. What happened to both of these ladies is extremely unfortunate. Regardless of the circumstances, no one deserves that. Chasity was only getting started in life and had so much ahead of her. From her degrees, to her accomplishments in the military, to her dreams and goals, it's unfortunate that her life was cut short. And knowing that people have no sympathy for a child is sickening. Zella was only in 6th grade at Columbus Park School and liked dancing, painting, singing, and skating. Both ladies will be deeply missed by their families. May they continue to rest in peace, and may their families get the closure that they're looking for and the justice that they deserve in this situation. Crime family, be safe and be blessed.